All right, good morning, y'all. We're about to get set up out here, see if we can catch some catfish. It is a really nice morning. It's about 30 degrees, no wind blowing. A lot of birds out here flying. Starting to find them some breakfast. But I've got some fresh shad in the back of the truck. We're about to get some of that cut up and get it on the hook and see how we do. So let's get after them. All right, y'all, I got bait on everything. I got a headpiece here, and then the rest are body chunks. But we'll get this first one out. This is, y'all watch the channel, keep up. You've seen me fish here before. It's around 30 feet out here. It's an old creek channel, runs right next to these rocks. There's a creek mouth right here. And down on this end, there's some shallow, you come out of the creek mouth and there's some shallow, real shallow water right there. I fish all up and down this different times, and sometimes I find the fish over here right on this edge, up in the shallows, and sometimes they're just right out here in the middle. Sometimes they're over here in the creek mouth or back here in this shallow water. It just, I usually move around till I find them, but lately, the last handful of times I've been out here, they've just been scattered all out through here in this deeper water. But a lot of birds out there. I don't know how much this GoPro's picking up, but them birds are flying around out there, getting them something to eat. All right, let's get this first one out there. Aim right towards that red buoy. Kind of gauge the current a little bit with this first one. Sometimes it's really pulling through here, and sometimes it's not. But it's sunk. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot, but there's usually a little bit. But all right, I got this first one out. I'm gonna get the rest of these out, y'all. We'll see how we do. All right, we got that bait out there. I've spread baits out just as far as I can. Spread them out. Try to cover as much ground as I can. Usually when I come to this spot, because I'm allowed 7 rods here. Usually when I come to this spot, I bring 6 or 7 rods, and I'll fish out here. And I'll carry a couple down either one way or the other to throw out into the creek mouth or shallower water. But I didn't do that today, but we'll just move these around if we have to, let them sit for a little bit, and just I may move a rod holder and all down here and move a rod down here. We'll just do what we need to do to catch a few fish. But if I can catch a few sitting right here, I'll be happy with that. So we'll just give it some time, see how it does. I didn't see anything happen to this, but I just looked over and this line is super slack, and it's still slack. I caught up to it and I feel a fish. Let's check him out. Okay, we got him. I was back there piddling around, y'all, just walking around, watching the birds. I was just messing with that other camera, putting a charger box on it. Let's go down here. Little feller. Come on up here, buddy. Yeah, a little blue cat. Come on, hook. There we go. All right. There he is, little guy. All right. Uh-oh. Sun's starting to come up. It's starting to feel a lot nicer out here. All right, pitch him back. Get us a fresh piece of bait. Well, we got this guy. This other rod over here is acting funny too. He had hit it and slacked it a little earlier, and I let it sit here and he picked it back up. Yeah, buddy. There he is. A little bit better than that last one. I ain't gonna keep no fish today. I got some honeydews. Y'all fellas know how that is. Got some honeydews at home I gotta get to after I get my fill of fishing this morning. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, see that mud on the sides? They're probably laying down in it. Yeah, both sides. But, all right, we're just gonna pitch him back. Big splash. All right, well, there's a couple fish. It ain't taking too long. Sun's coming up. It's about to get real nice out here. I did a video a while back, top 5 wintertime catfishing tips, and the first one was about how you dress and this and that, and pretty much staying warm. But something I did mention was hot hands. Now this isn't the hot hands brand, but this is Everlast, I believe. But these are the little hand warmers. These things are awesome. I keep them in my pockets. You can also get the bigger patches to put on like your undershirt, your t-shirt, and I usually put them kind of on my lower back, so when I sit in my lawn chair or my seat in my truck, it compresses and you can feel, you know, the warm. And they also have toe warmers, and I had a lot of those, but then I let my wife borrow a pair one morning, or use a pair one morning, and well, I don't have any anymore, but I'm gonna have to order me some more. But they're good too. But yeah, and they last a long time. These will last me this whole trip and then some. But yeah, awesome little hand warmers. This brand, I've never had this brand before. It says Everlast Heat on here, and then Hot Hands is a brand that most of y'all are probably familiar with. But yeah, these are good. But anyway, another little cool weather tip there for you. Got him. A lot of little small fish out there, little nibblers. They're not very aggressive at all. They seem bloated. I haven't checked the barometric pressure. Or they may be full, because we recently had a lot of snow and it's been cold. There's still some snow. I don't think it's ever going to all melt, but we may have had a shad kill, and when that happens, a lot of the shad die and these fish will just gorge themselves. I know one year we was after a shad kill. Fish were biting like crazy, you know, and but they were just eating so much. We'd catch a fish and lay it on the bank and it'd just all come up, you know. They were just eat and eat and eat. But I don't know if that's the case. Usually if that's the case, you'll see some dead shad floating here and there, you know, but I've not noticed any. But yeah, he's a fatty. I don't know if that's air or not, but either or, he's a good one. Little fella, that'd make a good sandwich right there. All right, let me pitch him back. We got him. He ain't much, but we got him. Yeah, he feels a little bit bigger now, but he's about like the rest of them's been. Ain't none of them been too impressive, but it's a little action. It's still fun, and it is turning in to a pretty day. Get up here. And all of them's been big enough to eat. They're probably, well, what's this, number 5? I think. A couple of them I might have thrown back, like this one. But I mean, he's not too small to eat. I've cleaned them like that before. Heck, fry him up whole. That's what we need to do a video of. Whole fried catfish. Yeah, buddy, that'd be a good one right there. All right, I'm gonna chunk him out there. All right, well, there's not any size to them, but we're getting a little action this morning. It ain't too bad. But I'm ready for spring, y'all. I'm ready to get out and catch some bluegill, some crappie, and get my little boat out, find me a bluegill bed that's just loaded. I didn't get into them as much this spring and summer as I did last year, or the year before. The year before, I had some really good trips, but I still had some good ones, you know, last spring and summer. Crappie too, but yeah, that's what I'm ready for. And I don't know what my favorite fish to eat would be, but the first one that pops into my mind is probably bluegill, the bluegill and the red ear. But I don't dislike any of it. I'm going to eat any of it you put it in front of me. As far as, well, catfish, crappie, bluegill, you know, goes. I don't really fish for much else. I've eaten bass out of farm ponds when I was a kid, and I didn't have no problem with them neither. But yeah, we're getting a bite right here, huh? I thought anyway, but yeah, I'm ready for spring. All right, let's see if we can catch us another. Yep. Got him. Yeah, buddy. Walk down here and get him. Ooh. So I'm up there in my truck. I was sitting in my truck there with the door open, watching my pose. And just because I was bored, I Googled silly facts about Oklahoma. And I'll tell you about one that I thought was pretty cool. Let's look at this fish and we'll get up there and I'll tell you about it. There he is. There's bigger over here. Two biggest ones have been right out there. Not by much, but I mean, but yeah. All right, let's let him go. Get in there, buddy. And I've already rehooked this once. I'm really getting all my use out of this bait. All right, got that one back in the water. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. But the one that, yeah, right here it is, the highest wind speed ever recorded on Earth was in Oklahoma. That's crazy. It was the Oklahoma City F5 tornado in 1999 produced winds of 318 miles per hour. That's crazy. And it's crazy to think Oklahoma, which it is pretty windy here all the time, especially out west. But yeah, pretty cool. Here's one more for you and I'll shut up. Whaling is illegal in Oklahoma. Even though we don't have whales, whaling is illegal in Oklahoma. So y'all leave your harpoons at the house when you go fishing. All right. Well, what was that fish? 6? We might stick around for one more, and then I got to get home and work on that honey-do list. But all right. Well, get it, man. I'm over there looking at my phone at more useless Oklahoma facts, and I heard the rod cracking. So he might have pulled on it hard enough to hook himself. But I don't know. Maybe you're on there. I think he is. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Got another one. Since I mentioned I think I said useless. I don't think they're useless. I think they're fun Oklahoma facts. Fun Oklahoma facts. That's what I looked up. But since I mentioned it, I'll read y'all another one after I get this fish released. I'm all into them over there, y'all. All right. And I guess we're into some fish. They ain't very big, but I mean, we'd have had us put together a meal by now. Come on in here. Catching catfish in the sunshine. All right. That hook out of there. Set my rod down and there he is. Another sandwich. All right, let me turn him loose. All right, got that one back in there. Now this says Oklahoma's official meal, and I get this, I agree with this. Chicken fried steak, fried okra, and more. And I tried to click on it to see what more was, and it doesn't tell me, but I'm sure mashed potatoes and gravy's on there too, you would think. But yeah, yeah, chicken fried steak. I'm gonna have to quit reading this stuff. It's gonna make me hungry. But yeah, it makes sense. All right. Got him. Heck, that line right over there's slack. I didn't even see it. Been a lot of that though today. Y'all see these fish we're catching. They ain't very big. They're little rascals. Come on in here, buddy. There he is. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, buddy. More mud on the sides. They're hunkered down out there. Alrighty. We're gonna let them go. Man, I've let go a good mess of fish today. Alright. Alright, y'all. Well, we've caught several fish today. Nothing real big, but it's been a nice morning. It's warmed up really nice out here. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, get home, take care of that honey-do list. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If so, hit that thumbs up button for us. Y'all want to see more, hit subscribe. Thank y'all.